Greetings everyone, welcome to my channel. You must remember, my focus is always on clarity of basic concepts because we must understand, we must know in accounting if the basic concepts, accounting principles, accounting equation, basic terminology, basic terms of accounting and rules of debit and credit and how to post from journal and subsidiary books to ledger. Knowledge of this is, if it is clear, then I can assure you that there is nothing left in accounting. You will be able to understand the subject, not only understand, good knowledge plus full marks. In that series, I would like to discuss one transaction with you which is very important. Maybe you know the entry, but what is the reason of that? That is necessary to know. The transaction is as a part of journal entries, goods withdrawn by proprietor for personal or domestic use. We all know that whenever goods are withdrawn by the proprietor for his personal use or domestic use, these are termed as drawings. Drawings. We must know what is the nature of drawing account. Friends, drawing is a personal account. Drawing is a personal account. Why this is personal account? Students, remember one thing. In business, no account is opened by the name of the businessman. I repeat, there is no account which is maintained in the business by the name of proprietor. On behalf of the proprietor, as far as sole proprietorship is concerned, on behalf of the proprietor, two accounts are maintained. One is drawings account and second is capital account. And second is capital account. Remember one thing, those. Drawing is a personal account because this amount has been withdrawn by the proprietor. And what is the rules of double entry system? Personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Then who is receiving goods from the business? The businessman. It means his account must be debited. So accordingly, drawing account will be debited here. I repeat, you need to understand the basic reason. Proprietor withdrew the goods. So position of proprietor is what? The position of receiver. Proprietor is receiving something from the business. What is that? Goods. And what is the rules of debit and credit? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. We have to think from business point of view, not from the businessman. So businessman is withdrawing something from the business. His position is receiver, and on his behalf, drawing account is debited. So debit the receiver, drawing account will be debited. Now remember, drawing account is debited, that's okay. Then what to credit? Remember one thing, friends. Whenever goods are purchased, these are taken into purchases account. Just try to understand the concept. Don't cram it. You have to understand it. Whenever goods are purchased into the business, purchases account always debited. It means purchase account shows what? Debit balance. And purchases account is a nominal account. And accordingly, purchases is an expense. Debit all expenses and losses. And remember one thing, these purchases, these goods are meant for resale into the market so that the business can earn profit. I repeat, business, this purchases is an expense, and this purchase of goods is done with the purpose of what? Converting that into sale and earning profit. But the part of goods used by the proprietor, it means is not meant for sale. The goods not available for sale into the market. It means the amount of goods which have been used by the proprietor, their value must be deducted from this account. Understand it? I repeat, students. Purchase account is debited whenever goods are purchased into the business, because these are what? These are expenses. Purchase account is an expense and these are meant for a resale. But a part of these goods used by the businessman for his personal use, domestic use. It means the value of such goods must be deducted from this account. How to deduct? Remember one thing. What is the rule applicable to expenses? Whenever expenses increase, these are debited. Whenever expenses decrease, these are credited. Remember, a simple concept is there. Purchase account is debited whenever goods are purchased, because that increases the expense of the business. But a part of such goods, whenever used by the businessman for personal use, that must be deducted from that account. And in order to deduct, this account will be credited. And here, it means here, purchases account will be credited. Purchases account credit. So what will be the journal entry? See, our journal entry will be drawings account debit to purchases account. If somebody asks you justify this entry, see, I repeat again, students, in brief, drawing account is a personal account. It represents the account of the businessman, and in here, the businessman is receiving goods from the business, withdrawing goods from the business, and double entry system reveals what? Debit the receiver. That's why drawings account debited, it is a personal account. Why the purchases account credited? Because it is decrease in expenses. The goods is not available, the goods are not now available for sale into the market. It means that decreases the expenses, and decrease in expenses are always credited. That's why the final entry will be drawings account debit to purchases account. Students, I hope this concept of goods withdrawn by the proprietor and its journal entry is clear to you. Before doing such entries, we need to go through the rules of debit and credit. The double entry system, the double entry system approach, where there are three accounts, personal, real, nominal, their rule, we must have good knowledge of that. And at the same time, we should have knowledge of accounting equation approach, where assets increase debit, decrease credit. Liabilities increase credit, decrease debit. Those accounting approaches are must to have good knowledge of accounting, and then only then we can pass journal entries without cramming. We can post that into the ledger and prepare the trial balance accordingly. Stay connected, improve your knowledge, share the video and its link with your friends and relatives so that they should be able to increase their knowledge as well. Subscribe the channel. All the best.